look at this. The flag's off the stand. I should go and grab it and put it back on the stand, which will be right in the way of cappers. This makes sense, doesn't it?
Our flag is secure.
Hey guys, Jeeps here, and I am sure you have all seen that before. Now, we have to talk about something real important today. This is another little PSA, I guess you could say. Ha, there's a lot of rhyming in there. But this is something very important, and it's a concept that doesn't click very well right away when you first start playing Tribes. And that is, when is it okay to return the flag? Now, what you just saw, I had the flag right around here. In retrospect, firing that at close range was a bad idea. But yeah, right around where my blast mark is there is where the flag was. If the flag is somewhere like here, don't return it. Now, why is that? Well, as we have discussed previously, cappers practice very, very specific routes that are very, very practiced and let them get a lot of speed to come in with the target of hitting right around here. Right here, right the flag stand. With reach, they'll just snag it and just keep going. Now, what happens if the flag is instead of here? What if it's over here? You know, right up in this corner, for example. There you have not practiced somehow coming in and getting it here and bouncing out. In fact, they can't really. If they were to come in at this angle, they hit a wall. They're screwed. So, in conclusion, if the flag is bounced somewhere in like a corner like this, off the flag stand, don't go get it. Defend it from here because it's so much harder to get. You have to llama grab it to get it out of a corner like this, or in here, or something like this. Obviously, these are just crossfire examples, but let's look at some other examples. Now, if the flag gets bounced, you know, it ends up somewhere like here, or even, I guess, onto that platform, maybe. Then return it, by all means. There's no reason to have it as, it's just as exposed, if it's, you know, in a straight line from it where they're coming anyway, or I guess here, if they're doing a front to back, or back to front, or something. But other than that, leave it. Now, this is a big problem because Tribes kind of incentivizes returning the flag. You get a pretty nice little chunk of credits for flag returns. This is a bit of a problem, though I do believe they may have reduced it once. But still, it's a bit of a problem because you don't always want to be returning it. Now, let's take a look at some other maps that have some good classic examples of where to leave the flag alone. Now, Rain Dance has a really obvious place where you do not want to return the flag if it gets bounced there. Now, generally most people will realize this one. If the flag ends up in here, leave it in there. There is no route, there is no capping route that I think exists that lets you get in here and back out without losing speed. In fact, last time I was even playing on Rain Dance, I saw people trying to do routes going in here and bouncing out. Pro tip, it doesn't work. There's a wall here. There's a ceiling up here. So yeah, flag ends up in here, leave it the hell alone. No one's getting that out of there easily. You have to llama it. Likewise, another place I've seen it end up before is if it ends up on the platform, it'll sometimes bounce, or it is very easily bounced, up against the pillar. Now, if the flag ends up over here, your first instinct, again, is going to be return it, and you wouldn't be 100% wrong, but what you really should do, pick out your nice little explosive device, bounce it up against this wall. Again, you can't really get it off this pillar without a llama grab. And a llama grab is the safest thing for your defense, because you can very easily kill someone and they're going 50 kilometers an hour. They're not getting away unless you really did not have an organized defense, or even a disorganized defense. So yeah, if it ends up down there, bounce it against the pillar. If it ends up in this room, leave it the hell alone. If it ends up maybe around here, you could maybe argue. If it ends up like here, there are a lot of grab routes that'll come right kind of down this little corridor here. So return those. You might as well. At least you've got on a more fixed platform. You can defend it. It'll be more within the range of your defenses you probably already have set up. But again, don't bounce it around. Or do bounce it around if it ends up down there. Or if you can get it in there, hell, by all means, get it in there. Now, I think you're generally getting the idea. If the flag ends up in somewhere where it's still probably on a route, you might as well go ahead and return it because it's a more centralized, defendable area. But say the flag ends up against a wall somewhere, like, let's say around here on Sunstar, you know, one of these walls. In this kind of corridor in general is pretty good, or hell, in the building, as unlikely as that seems. Or say, if it gets knocked off the stand on Katabatic, down here somewhere, you'd rather bounce it just up against the wall, or hell, if you can get it down around this back area even. It's way better than having it go from somewhere safe, like up against the wall, where a capper coming in from, let's just say, around that general area, they're not going to be dropping down here to grab it anytime soon. They're not going to be able to grab it, and it buys you some time where your flag's only in danger of being llama grabbed. And llama grabs are a lot easier to defend against. So yeah, there are places like this, and the Sunstar Wall, and Rain Dance, stuff like that on every map. And they're all kind of the same. If you can get it just out of the way, against a wall is always good. Then leave it there, and just defend it from there, because your enemy capper's not going to be able to get it easily. So that's it, guys. This has just been, I feel, a fairly important public service announcement on when should you return the damn flag. Hope this helps if you're a new player. Please, this is great advice. Okay, sorry. That sounded a little too arrogant. It's good advice. I'm not saying that I'm great at this game, but it's an odd concept, excuse me, when you generally figure you want to be returning the flag if it's not where it's meant to be. So it's a little weird at first. So that's it, guys. As always, I have been Jeeps. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you got anything you'd like to discuss, and I will talk to you guys later.